trapped and I can't find an open door. I won't go back to that job to die on the killing floor. Disappear in light of freedom. It won't leave my worried mind alone. Josephina got it in my bones. I've got to run. 7 times she asked me to settle down, making everyone happy, nearly put me into the ground. Working the graveyard shift by the river, the captain was so mean to me. Josephina got it in my knees, disappear anywhere with me. They just keep pushing me right over that line. Back to my baby and I'm making good time. To Indiana where my sweet freedom shines. Sunshine on this cold heart of mine. On this cold heart of mine. On this cold heart of mine. Josephina, why can't you take what your good life brings? Fall for me again, I won't quit you this time. Time ain't on our side, but our evil days have long been left behind. Josephina, my mind churns, never to return. They just keep pushing me right over that line. Back to my baby and I'm making good time. To California where my sweet freedom shines. Sunshine. They just keep pushing me right over that line. Back to my baby and I'm making good time. To Indonesia where my sweet freedom shines. Sunshine on this cold heart of mine. On this cold heart of mine. On this cold heart of mine. Josephina, I'm trapped. Josephina, I'm trapped. Josephina, I can't find an open door.
Alright, here we are. There's my gold for the season. It started with breaking the ice for gold and ended with one of the gateway outings. All this gold here is from the day I went out with the wagon and got 29 5-gallon buckets. Now this is all the dirt that came out of the gold hog mat. This is my 30 mesh. That's what I saved in my quick pan. The rest of the 50 and 100 mesh I dumped back in out of the quick panning because I missed tons of it. So I went ahead and dumped that back in these cups. So we're going to run all this for you. We'll start with the 100 mesh because in the feeder, if you start with the big stuff and you end with the small, you got contamination, you start getting the big rocks, and then you get dirty gold instead of clean gold. So we'll start with 100, move to 50. 50 will push all the small out of the way and run right, and then same thing, we'll just work our way up through the sizes. This one, 100, is going to be tons of fun to see clean out at the end. The beginning's going to be boring and running it, but once the dirt is out of the feeder and across the table and the ribs start cleaning out, this is when this is going to be fun. And the same with 50. You see more gold coming out of the dirt as it's running. 30 is really fun. Too bad I didn't have more of it. You can see it down there, but that stuff jumps. You can see it just march its way right through the black sand and into the rib. And I don't think I got much 20 in there. So I panned it all down. We're probably not going to run that. We won't run that today. And then we're going to give this dirt to the claim owner. He didn't want the gold, he just wanted the dirt. So he's going to go through it too. And as we go through it, there's the #1 cup. We'll go ahead and dump these cups out as we work our way through the sizes and show you how clean it's coming and the very little panning we got to do to get it look like that before we put it in the vial. So at the end of the day, all the gold and all that dirt is going to be in those 3 new vials. I'm not going to put in those ones until I dry it, but it'll go from that green cup into my gold pan, from the gold pan into the vial, and we'll be done with this dirt. No other equipment, just a high banker, a wagon, and a shaker table. So we'll be back. We'll clean the cups out down here on the side in between each run. So we'll fire up the table for you, and as I fire up the feeder, you'll see the dirt starting to come by, and I'll kind of feed it too fast and show you what an overloaded table looks like. When you overload it, your recovery rate goes way down. You start losing lots of gold to cup #2 and some over the edge. But if you get that feed rate just right, and you can see green in between the dirt, and as it's falling down, you have to be able to see green. If all you see is dirt, you're overloading the table and you're not giving the gold anywhere to go and sink, and it just doesn't work that way. So we will be back once we get this hunter mesh fired up and filled up in the feeder, and we'll be back. There's cup #1. You can see the gold down there. Cup #2 just in case. I don't predict finding more than a few pieces in there though. All minus hunter mesh. Coming home. It's all done. We're going to show you cup 1 and cup 2 here in the pan. Just a second. Hunter mesh gold.
Oh, here we go. Nope, mine anyway.
Nope.
Okay, I see what's going on here. Mine anyway.
Nope. We're at the fun part of the hunter mesh when the ripples clean out. Any big piece of gold's not big. It's just clumped together tiny gold.
Well, you set one of these up in Dad's little shop and say, here you go. Got a heater right next to him. And he reads his magazines and he...
Oh, Jared.
Gets up and looks at this every once in a while, sit back down and reads
Look
the
at what's
magazine.
happening in the third one here.
Oh, it's getting ready to clean out.
You were wrong. You were wrong on having a is that being recorded? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, that's pretty sweet, guys.
The next rib, it'll have that same look to it. Probably not near what that one was.
So we'll go to a show.
Right there. All right.
Hold on, Jared. I'm helping it all along here. Okay, ready?
Yeah. That one's still got a little bit of black, but Yeah, get that rib right there.
Right here? Okay.
Clean that one.
Look at all that going down.
Oh man, it's just a blur because it's so small.
It's so small. But when this one cleans out, there's going to be a bunch of it in there.
Coming on home. Right down to our cup number 1. Look at that in there.
See
Pretty
what
clean,
see what I
too.
kicked out? Look at what I kicked out.
Oh, good thing you kicked it out on the top side.
Look at all the what I left in there. Tell me when.
Yep, go. In the vial, the 100 mesh goes.
Got it.
Mine forever. Then when you pull that funnel out, got to do it really slow or the water in the funnel will blow all that gold out in that black cup. And I'm talking, it's so slow. The water pressure will make it just go.
Mm-hmm. You know what? That's about as clean as you're going to get 100 mesh gold. Well, I could clean it a little bit more, but that's about what you're going to get.
Not shabby. For 100 mesh
Was
gold.
out of,
Minus 100, went through 100.
was that the...
Running the 50 mesh now. A little more exciting right when you start off. Oh, lots of 50 mesh gold.
I took what I was going to do, I found the teeth.
Oh,
Okay, and then on the bottom, you see I'm going to take a Dremel.
Oh.
The width of the Dremel.
right. Should I, maybe I'll do that. Just cap the end of the teeth.
At the end of it, so that way it all comes up. And if it's still scored too hard, get a thicker Dremel piece that you can do, and then just score, just open it up.
Because that's my thing now, is I gotta...
Here we got the tail end of the 50 mesh gold going on in there. Pretty clean. I see a little bit of black sand in there, but pan it down. Cup number 2. We only had about an ounce of material here.
Yeah, that's a good little, you know, pocket.
Cleaning our 50 mesh out of the cup number 1.
That was about an ounce of concentrate.
Yeah, about an ounce of dirt. I'd say that was about 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I can't stay much longer, you know.
Yeah.
I got honeybees.
Our next batch of dirt's the 30, and that ain't gonna take but 5.
Okay, let me go over here.
Pretty clean.
I'm gonna clean it up a little, Jared. That's sweet.
29 5-gallon buckets.
Okay, let me get rid of this.
Get the old mercury dime out for another photographic moment.
Super.
Oh, you're putting that in cup number 2. You're
No,
taking
no.
that.
No. I just don't want to do that with the kernel. Yeah.
Still in a little water.
Yeah.
Dang it. So there we got it. Some 50 mesh. Then our 100 mesh.
Hi, it's your phone speaking. You have a new message.
So we got 30 mesh to go. Running the 30 mesh here. Not much there, but it'll add to the pile. Cleans up a lot faster and nicer than the small stuff. Already got a nice line. 30 mesh down there in the cup. Old Jim's pushing the last of it. All the dirt's gone off the table. It's safe to bring the brush out. Just get those stubborn pieces. Get them on down to the end of the table.
See, once they get to moving, they track all by themselves. Get everybody in that top side.
Hey, that's a glass one too.
Oh.